Hello, divine beings. Welcome to the full moon at 27 degrees Aquarius AstroTarot. If you don't know who I am, I'm your astrologer, Sarah Ashley, and we're going to talk all about this full moon in Aquarius that is going to bring what I've channeled is a sudden collapse. Why is that? Okay, so we have two T-squares going on with this full moon in Aquarius. The first T-square is something called the fixed T-square. Why is it fixed? Because it involves fixed signs. T-squares really mean that there's some kind of conflict or challenge that's coming up. So there's going to be two main themes of these challenges today. So the first one is the fixed T-square that involves the moon and sun and Uranus. So we have the moon and sun, of course, opposing each other with Leo and Aquarius. And then both the moon and sun are squaring Uranus at 27 degrees. So the first conflict with this is that there's going to be collapses, right? Because Uranus represents sudden collapse, like literally sudden collapse, sudden change. And we have the Taurus energy, which is all about like the earth. So there might be some kind of sudden collapse, like earthquake kind of energy, sudden collapse of structures. We also have to look at things that are like electrically related too, because 27 degrees represents Gemini. And right now we're at a Mercury retrograde in Virgo, which is the higher octave of Mercury. It is, you know, the exaltation of Mercury, and that Mercury retrograde in Virgo has actually gone into Leo now. So it just squared Uranus. So there might be a lot of electrical glitches as well. It could be that there is some kind of earthquake that happens that results in some electricity being out, some grids kind of acting up, that kind of thing, okay? Remember, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just simply telling you what I am seeing as an astrologer. On a more personal level, okay, on a more personal level with this fixed T-square, we have to think about the areas where we are jealous of other people, or other people might be jealous of us, okay? And we really have to understand why we are trying to maybe destroy somebody else, or somebody else is trying to destroy us just for kind of like showing off our talents. Because Vesta right now, which is the asteroid of unconditional love, unconditional passion, and that's not the romantic sexual kind. It's just like, I really love this hobby, I really love this interest, and it lights me up from within, right? It looks like the eternal flame that's conjunction sun right now. So this Vesta is squaring, it's involved in this T-square. So a lot of times people can run and think, okay, this person, they're really good at this or whatever, so I want that from them. So also be careful with destiny swapping during this full moon, and you know, don't send people evil eye. It's not cool. It's going to come back on you like 1,000-fold. It's not cool, because with this mutable T-square, mutable means mutable signs, and that mutable T-square is involved with Venus in Virgo, Jupiter in Gemini, and Saturn in Pisces retrograde. So these three energies squaring each other, Venus squared Jupiter in Gemini, people are being incredibly just, I would say, they're not making good choices. They're not thinking about tomorrow, like they're making bad gambles, okay? Especially with Venus and Virgo, it's like we're being too picky about something. We're looking at something from like too close of an angle with it square to Jupiter and Gemini, and we're going to maybe break up with somebody, or maybe connect with somebody based on something that we like or what we don't like, and it could get really messy, especially with that opposition to Saturn and Pisces, which saying it's not for our highest good. This is not a long-term stable thing, and that Jupiter square Saturn is saying that people are being very undisciplined right now. The other big download I got with the mutable T-square is like, watch out for your unclear thinking today, especially because, you know, we do have the Mercury retrograde still, and with the fixed T-square on top of it, because this Uranus at 27 degrees is right conjunction fixed star Algol, okay? So all this is in a conjunction with fixed star Algol, that fixed square. So what that means is the head, okay? And like I said, this is a 27 degrees, which is mercurial energy, which also represents the head and also represents the lungs too. So Couple other downloads came in, premonition type things came in, is I do feel like there might be somebody who is a prominent public figure that might have a stroke or aneurysm. And I do know that the CV-19 is coming back. So there might be some more news with that, okay? So what you can do to utilize this energy for your highest good is definitely watch out for your preconceived notions about what someone else is doing and making false assumptions out of nowhere and nothing and getting jealous of people and wanting what they have. You really got to stay in your own lane and in your own passions and use this energy to motivate your own creativity and not try to take what somebody else has, okay? And also be very careful driving, very careful just in general, you know, with everything you're doing. Use your discernment. Discernment needs to be high today because this full moon in Aquarius is not cute, it's not demure, and it's not mindful. Okay, none of the above. None of the above. What are the cards that came through? I pulled the Ace of Swords, so yes, some new information is coming through. I do believe it is going to be breakthrough information about some of the secrets that have been going on in the collective. It's like surprise reveals. And then with this Milk and Honey card, that's saying that finally, after we get over this hump of revealing this information that might have been held back from us for a long time, people with the destiny swapping and the jealousy, we're able to move on and be grateful. Because look, there's a rainbow at the end of this Milk and Honey. We're going to have a lot more gratitude for where we're at this now moment. So this full moon is intense. Buckle up your seatbelts. Like I said, don't flare your temper out. Use your grounding, use your strategies. Don't fall back 10 levels behind because of this full moon. Keep on ascending. Anyways, guys, if you like to book a reading, you know where to find me. It's SarahAshleyAstrology.com. Have a fabulous full moon. Talk to you soon.